Welcome, guys. It is iRacing LeMans series time. Once again, we're just about to get started here. Get yourselves strapped in with your favorite beverage. Say hi in the chat. You know, get your poggers out in the chat, even though it's YouTube. It'll be our little secret. And we're going to start this week a little differently. I'm going to roll something and try and act professional. Ooh. I know we don't ooze professionalism in Raidillon TV, but we try our best. Welcome everybody to the professionalest stream ever. It is the iRacing LeMans series here at Suzuka International Racing Course, round 7 of season 4 2020. Hopefully you guys are staying safe out there and staying well. And as always, keep fighting, Michael. This lovely man. As always with these professional streams, I'm joined by Craig. Craig, how are we?
Good evening, Rob. I'm doing well, thank you. It's Suzuka. I'm looking forward to it. I got to be honest. Now, I mean, the last time we did ILMS at Suzuka, I wasn't here, and something happened. I think the most professional broadcasters on iRacing got beaten by iRacing as the servers went down. So, fingers crossed. I got 2 fingers crossed. I'm knocking on wood. I'm touching wood right now. It's not going to happen this time. 3.5k strength of field for LMP2, 3.9 for GTE, 3.3 for LMP1, and one of our favorite drivers, I'm going to get her name right today, Rob. Lublob. I've already messed it up. Lublob.
Yeah, you've already done it.
I've already done it wrong. Lublob, I'm sorry. Everyone's going to go into a chat right now and say they can't say it. I'm sorry, Lublob.
You've messed up. We are disappointed.
Anyway, you know what? I'm not going to mess up Suzuka, though, because what's more iconic than Suzuka? When you say Japanese circuits, you think of Fuji, you think of Suzuka. You think of the iconic S's, or otherwise known as Snake. You think of Degner 1 and 2. You think of 200R. You think of 130R, and you think of that famous chicane for Senna and Prost. It has everything you want on a track. Could be a little bit wider. It's 42 of some of the top ILMS guides are going to try and conquer it today. And also on pole at the moment, well, Jakobu's just missed out on pole. As a Baron Rifklop, as a Porsche is pole with Jam Corbs.
This shall not stand. I will not have this. My iRacing Le Mans series Audi R18 class shall not be interfered with by these things they call 919s. Don't even call them right. Z. You above? I'm not going to even chance it at that last name. Just completing her final lap. Let's see some of the GTE drivers doing the exact same as well. Got some pop in from Jose. Oh, actually, they've all done their laps this week, I think. Oh no, Hori Steinmetz is doing his final lap. He's in 11th position now with a 155.540. If it's not a tractor, it doesn't disturb the screen time. Citro, me and you are on the same wavelength. Exact same wavelength. Coming through Casio Triangle on last curve. It is literally called last curve according to racingcircuits.info. Appreciate you. But as the rest of them finish their laps, let's actually go ahead and get the qualifying results up on deck.
Yeah, let's do it because we mentioned Jan Corbs was pole. He is pole in the LMP1 to a 134.807. And then we get Ismail Jakobu, a 134.887. Ruslan Baramivkov, 139.029. And Cesno Centones, 135.490. Alex Salmon, 5th, a 135.566. And Will Lyon, 136.011 in 6th. Mateus Stroza, 136.218. And Luciano Santos, F, a 136.304. In 9th, we've got Sam Blackwood, a 136.621. Owen Woonstra just comes in 10th there, a 136.734. Matthew Notley, a 137.537. And Catherine Novak, a 140.183. Move to the ever-busy LMP2 field. Andreas Newman, 144.245 takes pole. Efkan Burkay, a 144.408. Followed by James T. Hall, 144.595. And Karaka, a 144.818. Chris McGrath, 144.830. Patrick Marks, a 144.884. Marcel Vanderberg, a 144.918. Christian Pereira, 145.088. Martin June, a 145.189. Asesio Ganaretti, 149.229. Jim Bourne, a 145.357. Thomas Johnson, the 19th. Wotan Nestlin at 145, 574, and 1,000 behind us. Ludlow, who unfortunately we're not going to attempt to butcher her name.
Love 46. Love 46.
575.
Let's just go with that one because we're going to struggle with it either way. Penske in pole position for the GTEs with a 153.955. Kulik with a 154.018. Benzo, number 5 car with a 154.018 as they get lined up. It's Feligny the second with a 154.080. Dean, Oliver Dean, welcome back. 154.15 for you. Ogrodnik with a 154.453. Moyano with a 154.814. Eggert with a 154.973. Frigero with a 155.073. Soto with a 155.238. Charvet with a 155.412. Steinmetz with a 155.414. Finally rounding up is Circus with a 155.687 and Fideli with a 155.717.
Just a couple of non-qualifiers. Andre Martins in the LMP2 field and Antonin Titus in the GTE. So number 6 car there. I believe he is there. He is indeed, so that's okay. They're coming around the start. Jesmar Jacobu has been flashing like a Christmas light. Nothing unusual there for Jacobu with his internet. I love you really, Jacobu. It's a flashing high-vis jacket, as Rob would call it. But it's the RLR Boosie Esports team there coming around. So they're through the Casio Triangle. This is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. Rob will take you away with the starters. I just keep an eye out and shout around the back.
Jan Korbs, where's your livery? But oh no, wait, it is actually a livery. It's the OG 919 livery. He's going to be taking the start with the high-vis jacket to his left-hand side. It is a go for racing. Green flag racing is ongoing as the 919 charges down the field. That is the Ishmael car. Ishmael Yakubu charging alongside, looking to see if he can not get overtaken by the car in third position. That is Ruslan Baramikulov looking to threaten second place. Alex Salmon falling back a little bit, under threat from Alessio Santos. Will Lyon in the scraps there. Sam Blackwood also in the scraps with Santos, and that is another high-vis jacket. That's Erwin Woodstrad looking to see if he can get past through the S's onto anti-bank curve now with Luciano Santos on board. He sees Sam Blackwood ahead of him, but he's also got Erwin Woodstrad on his rear end. That is Audi on Audi action. The track temperature, as we last saw, was 27 degrees Celsius. You can convert.
It's gone down to 24. It's gone down to 24. Meanwhile, I just want to give you an idea of the GTE. Here, Felingi started P4. It's 4 seconds off the field. He's had an incident at the back of the. He's at the back of the field now. Everything's about the same overall. Maneo has moved up into 5th position with Dean in up there as well. Ordonik has gone down a few positions. LMP2, by the way, keep an eye on that. McGrath has taken P4 away from Carica, and also in P6, Chris McGrath is up there as well, back into 4th position. All a little bit changed at the moment. Patrick Marks had a moment at the start of the race. He is down. He went wide into the first corner. Side by side there, he is going. Well, look at it with that was Martins. Holds on though, so a couple of the guys in the other field just having a bit of a moment to start the race, but it's pretty far. It's pretty straight at the front. Newman taking a comfortable lead to start the race of the LMP2s, and Pinska is just defending off Kulik.
Newman the second, leading the guys as they come through Casio Triangle onto their second lap in the LMP2s. The order has not changed in these. I think they are nearly as they are before. However,
almost, with McGrath just taking another spot. Yeah.
Well, we also have Lyubov, who took 3. No, hang on. She qualified 13th. Well, she qualified 13th, so the other 3 did not qualify. But she's up into 12th now. She's taken 1 position away at the start of the race, and that was Patrick Marks she overtook as they snake through. You can see where they've touched the grass just a little tiny bit. Ooh, almost coming up into the rear end. Oh, Wouter Nelson. You need to be very careful when you're coming through this. And it's also quite interesting to see the different lines that a car number 33 versus the car number 29 is taking. You just see them snaking around past Dunlop onto Degner 1 and Degner 2. It's a 3-way guy coming into Degner 1. Oh, a bit ropey. No incidents.
That's Sunset. Sunset. Oh, hang on. Nilsson's had a bit of a slide coming out of Degner 2. Lulop will decide to make the move before the hairpin makes it stick. But that Sunset heading Degner 1 is horrible. Cannot be easy for these drivers to see at the moment. What will Nissan decide to do? Will he make a move? I don't think he's going to be able to. Coming down into Spoon. Will have a quick look, decides against it. He even takes quite a shallow line there, as everybody else takes it quite aggressive. There'll be more chances with these guys as well. Meanwhile, at the front, Yakubu trying to catch on to Corbs, and Corbs in the Porsche. We know the Porsche is going to suffer on the long run. It's a hot lapping car, this 919, and it's keeping in. But Yakubu at the front here, they've come out the first turn, coming now into the Snake, as they call it. It's not the S's. We know what the S's it's called. The real name is the Snake. Being really aggressive is Yakubu, coming out of the anti-bank curve into Dunlop right now. He has closed his gap now by about a couple tenths of a second since the start of the race. And look at Corbs, using a bit more boost there with the 919 coming into Degner, and Yakubu's gone. Didn't even touch the curve, did he? Yakubu just kept on going there. And he's extending this lead though, compared Yakubu is to Salmon. Salmon is trying to catch it. Oh, as I say that, Yakubu's clipped the grass. He's clipped the grass on the hairpin, and now this brings Salmon into contention for P2.
That's not what you want to have happen. Hairpin and Alex Salmon passing him by. Unfortunately, he's had to yield the position, but he won't yield it for long. He's got the slipstream coming up through back stretch. That's Spoon 2, almost tail to toe as they come up through Panasonic on a back stretch. It'll be 130 yard to fend off now, and will he try a Senna? Will he try and send it on the inside? No, he's too far back. He won't be able to do it. He's actually still losing time to Alex Salmon. That car bounce really did affect the car. He needs to just sit and just wait a minute and just regain his breath after that happened. You can see how much the car bounced when he was coming into the hairpin, but you can just also see how easy it is to lose places. He's lost a place already, and now Barnamikulov is looking to see if he can get sloppy seconds coming through first corner into the S's left, right, and they're very sweeping left-right-handers. Touch a toe out and you will be ejected into the gravel trap. You might not get beached, but it'll be the entire walk of shame. And he's caught right back up to the end of Alex Salmon coming out of Dunlop into Degner 1 and into Degner 2. Keeping it nice and tidy this time around. Does he make a mistake on this occasion? Coming into the hairpin. It's coming. The hairpin's coming. And a good lad. He's made it around the second time.
give him a gold star. I mean, everyone's done that though on that hairpin. It's just so easy just to put yourself so wide to get the right angle for that hairpin that you just clip the grass. And almost there, Yakubu coming around Spoon. Almost clipped the grass, entering Spoon. Nice exit though, and will he be able to make anything here? I'm not sure. Well, the LMP1s are about 10 seconds away from the GTE, so let's quickly talk about the GTEs right now, because I believe there's a battle going on for P5. That is Mayano and Eggert. Eggert is chasing Mayano, and let's be honest, we've been used to the Corvette Cup. There's a Ford leading the race, and then Porsches, and Eggert is the lead Corvette. We've had Corvette Cup for the last 2-3 weeks, and now we see the Corvette just, well, like a typical American car, it just struggles to turn. Because look at this Porsche being so nimble through the S's, and Eggert just really has the acceleration, but is as he blinks, is unable to do anything. Really am surprised at that. Is he able to put anything down? No.
No, yeah. When I was looking at the lines through the S's, it seems that Eggert was taking a much shallower line compared to his contemporary of car number 34. I would say Brunas Moyano. Look at that. Look at that livery. I thought it was a Louis Vuitton livery. It looked like a Louis Vuitton livery. But,
oh, wow. Yeah, I see what you mean.
At a distance, I thought it was a Louis Vuitton livery. I was like, what? Louis Vuitton sponsoring clothes now? Or, wait, sponsoring clothes? Sponsoring cars now?
Look how much time Eggert's gained, though, coming out of Spoon. I mean, he's still not got this slipstream. And it's really, it's going to be stressful right now because he knows, he feels he's faster. He was 2 tenths faster last lap. but he's just losing it on these technical corners. This Porsche is so nimble around these corners, and it's just showing. Look, he gathers up and gets close, and he slides out the back, trying to put power down, and it's just unable to. And he's got a Porsche behind him, a Figaro, who is in a Doritos car and trying to catch him as well. But
oh, here come the big boys.
Here comes the big boys. That's just what I was about to say. And we all know what happens with traffic around here. Narrow track, and look at Corbs. He's lost the lead to Sam, and we missed that overtake. Sam has taken the lead back, and Corbs now has to be on the attack. But look at it. Goes around the Corvette. Goes around the Porsche. Tried to. Sam can't. He tried to look for it. He's going to be touching if he's not careful. He goes around the anti-bank curve. But then those GTs will kick out there. And somehow goes on the inside. Oh, Corbs has to hit the brakes. Salmon gets an advantage. This brings Yakubu in. They're through the worst part at the moment of the LMP1s, but that's a close bit for the pass around the traffic.
This is where the overtake was made. Just coming before 130R. And oh dear crikey. Alex Salmon going very deep into Casio Triangle against that poor Ford and almost followed them around. That was what we saw when the initial thing happened, but he made the overtake happen, and he made it happen in quick succession through...
Oh, we've got damage. Sorry. Tones has had damage. Centones has had damage going through this. Where is this damage? Was this done prior to the race? No! No, he was in a side-to-side battle with the side-to-side battle with Baron Mivkolov going into the first corner, and there's a GT gone wide. Baron Mivkolov... Baron Mivkolov is in a sandwich. That's Baron Mivkolov trying to push to the side there of Centones. He does not realise Centones is right there. He clips Centones. Centones gets hit by Steinmeltz and just massive damage as he goes off. And meanwhile, at the same time, Baron Mivkolov has damage because Will Lyon's overtaken him, and Blackwood's going to look like he's going to overtake him any moment.
Have a look at the damage. Ooh, dear. That's one crunched LMP1. I'd like a side order of fries with that, because eating as it is a factor. Oh dear, that is one very damaged rear end.
I want fries with that. Can I have fries with my damaged car, by the way? I'm just going to pop it back in with iRacing carbon fiber. Shout out to Lovelove, by the way. 5 places now made up. Currently in P9 overall, catching Pereira. And look at the closing speed she's got there onto Pereira. Won't make a move into the Casio Triangle, but got Johnson 19 behind, or just Johnson. Actually, looking at it, Pereira's got some splitter damage. Just looking at that, Christian Pereira has some damage to the rear of that car. I can see that splitter, just that little bit at the back raised. And it shows, because watch Lovelove. She's just going to go side by side. In fact, Pereira's going to try and defend this. Goes onto the inside, but with that much damage, how long can he defend onto this? I just wonder. Meanwhile, behind, that's Nielsen and Johans and Johnson going side by side. Nielsen almost had the position, but Johnson takes it back to the back of the field for the LMP2s. Really competitive right now.
She started in 13th position. She's already up to 9th. But the hard part is still ahead. She's still got to climb a few more places and close a 1.3 second gap between herself and Jim Bourne. I was about to say Jason Bourne. Oh dear.
No, Rob.
No, Jiminy Cricket, that's Jason Bourne.
Hey, Rob. we know what it's like. Just keeping an eye out elsewhere. There's a lot of pack racing. When we look around at the rest of the field, a lot of pack racing, and I'm blinking to buy it or donate there. Just keep looking around. Tries to overtake Steinmeltz at the Casio Triangle. Overcooks it, so that's a position down at the back. But like I said, you've got to look everywhere at Suzuka, because there's always an overtaking spot at many of these places. And let's look at Lovelove again, because coming out of Spoon, yeah, Pereira's got some slipstream. Like I said, there's damage to the back of that car. Now, can Lovelove just catch up here? I'm not entirely sure. I'm also looking behind. 2x2 goes Nielsen and Marks. And that's Nielsen going around the outside, defending his spot at 180. And holds on to it. Wow! Around the outside to defend your position at 130. That's amazing. That's great play.
John Corbs is out. John Corbs is out. He's towed. He's towed. Disaster. Disaster has befallen the pork. No.
What has happened here? Is this turn 1?
Oh!
It's turn 1. It's turn 1. Look, oh man, just a split and just nothing. Straight on. No idea what happened there. He is in the pit. Meanwhile, I don't think there's any other damage to Salmon or Yakubu, but that will put Will Lyon, the Iron Brew car, is now up to P3, and it's a battle for 4th and 5th right now between Baron Mikloff and Blackwood. In fact, Blackwood looking like he wants to make the move. Just Rushland closes the door going into the first corner, but Blackwood is hunting down that P4 right now.
It's dead, Chief. It's dead. That was
Dead,
extreme.
Jim. Dead, Jim.
That was extreme.
Oh no! And the leader of the LMP1's off. Leader of the LMP1 is off. Newman's just got tapped in the back from Efkan Burkay. That's coming into Spoon. That's a little bit of a tap there. Burkay didn't realize he was closing that much. Bit of a bump drop in that little kink before Spoon, and that is Newman off. And all the way, he's got no speed. He carries all the speed. Thankfully, there is a tarmac runoff there at Spoon. So he loses the lead. He's still in P2. But that could have been worse. A little bit of a tap there from Burkay. And Newman's now defending McGrath, but Newman's got the speed. He'll be catching Burkay pretty quickly, I feel.
This is the battle between Efkan Burkay, car number 1, versus the car number 7 of Arcadius Newman, the second. And this is the lead up to it. And then going through hairpin. He's not doing too shabby. And then this is what. Ooh! Excuse me?
I think like people were saying, it looks like it's a bit of netcode. Looks like a bit of netcode, but that's just that's just mental how much of a bump that caused. I mean, I don't think he was expecting it. You could see that was going to go for the move.
Out of the way. Okay, the trees got out of the way in the most perfect time. Oh dear crikey!
Woo! Yeah, just absolutely nothing he could do there. Nothing he could do, and that is a shame for Newman. But he's still in the battle. He's still in the battle, still trying to catch. That's a second and a half. He's pulling away from McGrath, and that's a plus. He's pulling away from P3, but he needs to catch that battle if he wants to take the lead.
Newman is 1.6 seconds behind Efkan. He'll have rear end damage just a little bit. Can't see any, but he'll have some, more than likely. And that runoff definitely won't do too much good to the floor on that car. He'll have Chris McGrath in his rearview mirrors, and he does. Less than a second between the two of them at the moment. And Hall is also looking to see if he can have a slice of pie. Maybe get up into third place. It is 7, 8, and 27 battling for second, third, and fourth as they come through Tricasio onto final curve, or last curve. And here they go. They are now starting to pass the GTE traffic. It is pod racing now. Efkan is able to clear the traffic initially, but he's got a pair of twos, a pair of pairs, 2 GTEs and another 2 GT. Oh, please don't blink.
Pair of pairs, yeah.
A pair of pairs.
Newman's had to get by the 2 GTEs. He's lost half a second, almost a second, just trying to get around those 2 GTEs. And McGrath's getting held up there because the Snake is not the best place. Yes, it's not the best place. Burkhart's got past those 2, coming down into Degnan 1 and 2, so that's good for him. He might get held up a little bit. Yeah, he's going to go side by side right now with Charvet heading into the hairpin. He's got 3 GTEs in front of him. That's the same number that Newman's got. So, in theory, there shouldn't be any issues right here. This traffic battle, we were talking about the LMP1s normally get this traffic battle. Around here right now for the LMP2, sorry, I think that's the big battle. They're just struggling. Because every time Burkay and Newman get by a couple of them, then they're going to get by another couple. And Newman's gap now is 3 seconds. That's doubled since it was at the start of the lap before they even got into it. But I think it's about to close. Burkay's got 4. Yes, 4 GTEs to get by right now. Titus, he goes by. Soto, sorry, he gets by. He goes on 130. Can he get by Figaro? He's trying to get by Figaro, and Figaro just holds him up there. I think there's a bit of miscommunication there. Burkay loses a second because of that. Newman's only going to get by 1 car, and I think he's got by. Yeah, Titus. So he's doing pretty well for himself. So good work there around the traffic. And now Burkhardt can get by. He can get by these three that were holding him up, but I think it's a bit too late now because that gap has closed.
Gap has closed to two. Wait, no, the gap hasn't closed. It's made massive.
Yeah, but it closed when it was 3 seconds earlier in the lap.
Yeah, but he also has to. But Newman has to contend with 3 GTEs. I mean, look, he has to get through 3 GTEs in the S's. He's gonna be punished severely for that. Look, he can't even get around it. Like with the LMP1s, he can get around it very easily enough. But
I'm sorry to interrupt, Rob. I'm sorry to interrupt. The LMP1s has a spinner. There's a spinning car on the track. Oh no, it's chaos at the S's. There's massive chaos. Who is that spun? That's Blackwood off. Blackwood spins. Yakubu spins. Bond gets caught up in it. Lublov gets caught on it. Just hits the brakes, and behind her is Eden Winstra, and Winstra drives straight into the back of her.
Oh,
4 cars.
Ishmael,
4 cars.
Ishmael.
And Sam Blackwood. Go on.
Ishmael, why are you rejoining in that particular section of the track? What on earth are you doing?
Wow, and I mean, Lublov doesn't. Oh, Sam Blackwood. I'm just watching Sam Blackwood. Like that's not the place to be rejoining, and that's caused so much chaos. And what do you do there? I know you've got to rejoin, but right on the racing line, what is going on? And look at the carnage. 4, maybe 5 cars are injured now. Lots of damage. Winstra didn't have any time to brake, and if he had time to brake, he would have been locking the brakes. Those wheels would have locked, and he went straight into the back of Ludlow. So there is not much that could have been done there, but that is chaos at the S's. Cannot believe it. Yakubu, the back of the car looks like a pretzel right now. I don't even know. Blackwood's car doesn't look too bad, but he flipped. Winstra, he's got nose damage. He's got no nose. No nose. He's like Philip J. Fry. He's got no nose. And Santos F almost just gets killed. I'm just checking the damage. But oh no, Droska's damaged. Droska just got destroyed at the top finish straight. Oh my word! Got carried from Ginneretti. What on earth happened here?
Car number 40 going on to the final corner. He was navigating through traffic. He hit the Ferrari, and there's nowhere else for him to go. And he did a skid and a hop.
I mean, if that's not Tony Hawk's, I don't know what is. He lands on his 4 wheels again. But what on earth? Just being way too aggressive to try and pass. Split the middle here. So I'm unsure who's where and what's where at the moment. Everything's just out of tilter. 39 minutes to go. Let's just get a quick idea. That is Droza in the pit, Winstra in the pit, Yakubu, Blackwood, all in the pits of the LMP1s. LMP2s is a little bit of a different story. I think they're all driving around. They are. And then the only person in the pits for the GTEs is Eggert with a lot of damage from a different incident. Salmon's leading, as you can see on the scoreboard and live timings at Raidillon TV. Will Lyon is second. Santos F is now in 3rd position for the LMP1s. Nothing has changed elsewhere. Still Burkhardt, Newman, McGrath in the LMP2s, and Pinsker, Kulik, and Benso in the GTEs. But let's just recuperate ourselves here. There's still 38 minutes to go, and we've just seen almost half of the LMP1 field get taken out.
Erwin Rutzert coming out of the pits. He's got a new front. Even though he had no front, he's got a new one. And they buffed out the damage, so he's driving now. He's driving. So he's back up into speed. And Kasper Novak trying to navigate. Oh, Kasper Novak almost became a casualty himself. Going around the outside. Ooh.
They're not being safe at the moment. I understand it's a small track, but these prototypes need to be safer. There are tons of opportunities to get by, and especially when the battles are so wide out at the moment, you've got to ask yourself, do you need to take the risk? Too many risks are happening at the moment, and it is jarring. Like I said, we've had 4 LMP1s in the pits. 3 of them still aren't out. Winsher's just come out with a new nose. I mean, the LMP2s are damaged, but they're still battling on. But I really don't. This is pretty chaotic, if I'm honest. Where do we look, Rob? Where do we look?
We try and recuperate ourselves and look at some pretty GTs. How about that? Matteo Frigerio in 6th position, battling for 5th. The pecking order has changed a little bit. Eggert is down in last place. He's been in the pits for 2 minutes now and climbing. And he's got damage. Fideli has also got damage. And Charvet, I think, had an early pit stop. Because he's just driving.
He just came out the pits. I have no idea what happened to Charvet. I'll have to look at that. Maybe he has some damage. But he's
I don't think there is damage. I think he just took an early pit stop.
It would make sense with 36 minutes to go. So, doing a bit of a super undercut there, and can you blame him? By the way, Santones is back on the track after his early kill. Just in front of him is a 2-car battle for the GCE that divides Undornik and Steinmetz. And look, the couple of these LMP2s going in the pits right now. That is Generati, and who else is that? That's Marks and Generati in the pits, and Nielsen's come out as well. Now Nielsen, that's definitely a fuel stop. Definitely
the car number 11's gone. Tobias Ogrodnik fighting with Steinmetz, coming through first corner, got ejected.
Oh, I'm just watching that right now. I think O'Donick had a bit more room there, and I'm just looking. Was there much that Steinmetz could have done? I don't think there was. There was room on the curb, but O'Donick is trying to take such a shallow line. He spun himself out there. He just really caught the side there, and that cost him himself. So all that work with the undercut, I don't think's worked for him.
He's not done an undercut.
He's not pitted. Yeah, no, sorry, that was Charvet.
That was Charvet that pitted.
Yeah. I'm lost to see. There's an LMP1, that's Kasper Novak in Spoon. Has gone off before Spoon. And what's happened here? Just gone straight on. What? At 200R, he's just gone straight on. I'm not sure why. But Novak was in the grass. No, nothing to worry about. He just started turning and then gone. And Nim has removed Fideli from the server. This is a first for Raidillon TV. iRacing has removed driver from the server.
Ooh. Oh dear. You just see gloss over. We need to go. We need to look at oh, wait, that's JDM. That is my man, my boy, Jason Bourne, making moves into 7th. Oh, crikey. 42 needs to hold his brakes. This is a battle. You're separating it. No, I want this battle to happen. Oh.
You okay there? You okay?
Oh,
you okay
that
there?
was very close. It was very close.
Doing the best I can. Jim Bourne with Johnson behind him, just holding on to this battle. They got Kasper Novak. So when you look at it then, Bourne just got a little bit of slipstream, but that line from Johnson coming out of Degner too. He wants to take it side by side in the Cadbury's 12 car, because that does look like a 12. He's gone very wide, and he's not going to make that move from Bourne. He's really got to think about that for a moment. I got to be brutally honest.
Did you just say a Capri Sun car?
Twirl.
Oh, I was
look,
like,
Tom Johnson's car looks like a Capri's 12, okay? It's purple and it's got yellow lines. And look at this bookmarking. It's in the middle of Bourne and Johnson, and it's worked for him because that has put half a second lead now for Bourne over Johnson. Great move there.
We also have I wonder if crikey, car number 37 almost hitting the car number 2. That car number 2 is the leader of the GTEs. That is Pinsker, currently leading in a very nice livery, flashing his lights to view his disdain for that particular move. James Pinsker driving in a very nice livery, reminiscing back to the Gran Turismo 4. Gran Turismo. I thought I was about to say Gran Turismo, like as in Turismo. Yeah, I don't know.
Can I have a new commentator, please?
Yeah, can we have a commentator that can speak English better than I can? Pinsker looking very nice. He's 1.8 seconds ahead of everybody else, starting with Robert Kulik of Ronin Simsport, car number 3. That is an LP1 going off. That's an LP1 definitely going off. Oh, who's gone off? Which one is that?
I'm trying to find it right now for you. Baron Mivkolov's in the pit. Oh no! What's happened to Baron Mivkolov? I've never seen damage like that.
Oh, not again.
The wing has just split open. What has happened to Ruslan? I think he's had an issue at Casio.
Let's have a look. That is the car of Ruslan with Jan Corbs. Oh!
I just witnessed a murder.
I just witnessed a man getting murdered.
Hello, 911.
Let's just let this play it through. Let's just let it play through.
Meow. That was
Oh crikey.
Yeah. Does anybody want to win this race at the moment? I mean, okay, the front of the field. I think the front of the field in every category have no idea what's been going on. It's the middle of the field because the top 2 in LP1 stayed the same. Will Lyon got out that massive chaos earlier on. Elsewhere, you know, Burkay, Newman, they've had their own little battles. McGrath's fine. Like, unless you're in the middle of the field, you're fine. But if you're in the middle of the field, you pretty much want life insurance, I think. I'm pretty sure
like Luciano doesn't even know what's happening. All he knows is he's in 3rd for some reason. I think he's just trying to figure out what's gone on.
I mean, I know they've probably got voice chat, but you just look at it and you hear, all right, you're in 3rd, keep going. You're just going to be like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Hang on, what? I mean, just to say what's happened. To say the gap, right? Just to say about the gap, right? He's 23 seconds behind Will Lyon in P2. That is how much, that is the chaos. And that is the damage of the chaos we have seen. Is that now we've got P3 all on his own because there's nobody there in 3rd, 4th and 5th because they're all been taken out. Centones, Baron Mivkolov, Blackwood, Yakubu, Corbs, all taken out. Half of the LMP1 field is not on the lead lap anymore.
Like, I can imagine Luciano's like spotter going like 1 minute 38.950. Nice and smooth. You're running in 3rd.
And now Hall coming to the pit. James Hall coming to the pit. I'm pretty sure that's just a pit stop. So the Pipettes have finally run out on the LMP2s. Hall is made the first move in P5. Not in a battle with anybody apart from Era, who is behind him. But maybe his pit will start a chain reaction. We'll wait and see. 28 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the race. I'm just trying to like find battles at the moment, but it's so hard. It's so hard right now because like everything's all split out. There's no like, is there any battles anywhere? There isn't.
Just the car number 8 chasing down, and the car number 7 Newman is a second ahead of Chris McGrath as they come up towards the Castle Triangle. He's got bookmark though. He's got a GTE bookmark, and that is the car of one Jerome Charvet, car number 31, attempting to continue his way down the field. And he's got the car number 20 in his rear view mirror, not too far off though, but it's not for position. That is Martin June in his rear view mirror in 13th position. He's a lap down to the rest of 8th through 1st at the moment, and he just wants to keep.
But fun fact, right? Who was the first driver to take part in both races on the Fantastic Friday? in the ILMS and the IMSA broadcast on a Friday night. Who was the first driver to take part in both of them? Jerome Charvet. It's a bit of stats you never expected.
No, I didn't
the
actually.
GTE driver. Yeah, the only driver that I have been informed and seen to take part in both broadcast splits. And so hats up to him. Hats up to him, really, when you think about it, because you see people, they do switch between different races after they finish one race, keep going. But to do that, especially in the high category, the top splits, to go from an ILMS race straight in with like 20 minutes prep into IMSA, that's well going, really. You got to give a hats off for Jerome here. Unfortunately, it's not his day today.
Give a hats off to Matteo Frigerio. The Doritos powered car number 36 is now threatening the car number 34. The car number 34 had an incident. Let's just have a quick replay of that, how that happened. Just well too fast into the entrance to Casio Triangle. Almost upset the Alpha cart there. Car number 39 having to go right the way around. And he had an LMP2 to also contend with, but he also has the Doritos power to contend with in his rearview mirror. As to come through Dunlop now on towards Degner 1-2. As they have.
Rob, this isn't Dan Muller. Why is it Doritos car? It's not Dan Muller. If anyone knows, Dan Muller takes part in the Fanatec GT Challenge every Sunday at 19:45. He always runs with Doritos car. But this is the Doritos GTE. I think Dan's going to have some words about where can I get this, because I think he wants some. And to be fair, I mean, this Figueroa is really driving. The slipstream he has got on Mayano is just like he's losing a bit of time now. You got to be careful not to make mistakes, because one mistake and he brings Titus into the contention, because Titus is right behind him, that Ferrari. Ferrari? What? Yes, a Ferrari, and driving really well. There goes Notley coming by. Notley's in P4, by the way. I bet he didn't expect to be in the broadcast race and be P4. But Figueroa trying to make moves. He won't be able to make a move into 130. If he just keeps it right, a lot of dirty air coming around here. Nice line, but he's just not going to be in contention at the Casio Triangle. Maybe coming out of the final turn, he is able to make a move, but Figueroa just doing work. He's made up 3 places. A shout out to Titus, though, made up 8 places as he comes into the pits right now. So Titus did not qualify, made up 8 places, comes into the pit, decides for an undercut, and with the 2 cars battling in front of him, I think that's a pretty good idea.
The Doritos car versus the not Louis Vuitton sponsored car, battling it through the S's as they slither their way into contention. I need to like not think of like snake styled like puns. It's not gonna do me any good.
I haven't got any snake puns, so you're fine, don't worry.
Sam Blackwood out. He had 5 minutes spent in the pit stall, or to be more precise, 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Jan Korbs is also out as well. The car number 14, Matthias Drozda, is still stuck in the pits, and he said in a chat he'll be there for another 24.
Oh my God, Sam Blackwood's just taken out Chris McGraw! He's taken him out! They had touched each other going into the hairpin. McGraw went off onto the grass, had no control, came back on the middle, and then gets tagged again from Blackwood. Oh, wow! Look at this battle. You're seeing it through Degner. A little bit behind. Comes around Degner too. Now watch as they touch coming up to this little kink. You'll see them touch, and then McGraw's got nowhere to go. And he's just a missile.
Oh! That's not what you want to see in your cornflakes in the morning. A missile.
So where's that put McGraw, by the way? Because Newman pitted, and McGraw has
yet to pit.
Lost where he is. Burkeye in the pit. McGraw lost 10 seconds because of that. He's now 10 seconds. He'll probably pit as well. And that, apart from the only person I can see who has not pitted, is Andre Martins. He'll be pitting, I'm pretty sure, this lap anyway. But this puts Newman in a good position, I would hope, after that pit stop. But he might have had to get some damage redone because, yeah, he got damage fixed because Burkeye is still in the pits. I'm pretty sure an LMP2 doesn't take this long to refuel, so Burkeye might keep the lead. Yeah, he's leaving now, and Newman is only coming up to 130. So Newman might keep P2 with the McGrath with that little bit of damage, but Burkeye's got the lead.
Just back on board really above. Down, down in 12th position, chasing Marcel Vandenberg, but it's a long way away. 22 seconds she has to make up. On that last lap, she was a second faster, but it won't be enough. In this case, there's not enough laps to make it happen. But this man, Marcel Vandenberg, is only a half a second behind Patrick Marks, who's looking to see, and that is Chris McGrath coming out of the pits now. Where does he come out?
He come up pretty well, far behind actually. He had a bit of he's had a few words to say to Alex after that. He's come out, and I think he's come out around 7th, maybe 8th actually. We'll have to see when they come into their positions.
It's in 7th position. He just pipped James Hull to the 7th. He was about to get overtaken for 8th position, but he just made it stick just about. So now he has a chance to take on Jim Bourne. But this is the current situation. LMP1 is kind of oof. Because
Figaro's had a moment. I'm not sure what's happened. Sorry, Figaro's had a moment. Can't see what happened, but there were, again, exchanging some words. Not sure what's happened. He's gone down the order. He's now 8th. I think he was 6th, wasn't he? So I'm not sure what's happened to him.
2 positions are lost. And that is for Ligny. So this is 60 seconds back. So he's had to have lost a position much earlier in the race, or much earlier on than that. So we'll leave that there, as we are on board with Mattia Foligny making his way through the course in that big old Williams chunky boy of the C8R. Nice looking car, but it also is very quiet.
You say Williams? That's not a Williams car, is it?
No, it's a Williams livery on a C8R.
Ah. Okay. I didn't realize Williams did black and blue, but okay. But no, doing well. Like I said, Feligni is the fastest Corvette, and I gotta be honest, it's nice to see a change at the guard. With, you know, we've now got, it's not a Corvette Cup this week. We've had tracks that have just been Corvette dominated, and then this week we see the Porsches just come out and supply, and they've been doing really well around here. Pinsker in the Ford is just a dark horse, and he may have lost the lead, but what a drive from Pinsker. Like, he took pole and has just been riding that lead until Kulik came and took it. But they do have the pits, 3-second gap left. Not the top 8 have not pitted yet with 18.5 minutes to go. Be interesting to see. And I've just found a nice little gaggle of 3 in the LMP2s. We were talking about Jim Bourne, Chris McGrath, and James Hall. Well, McGrath's now thrown into this because of what happened with Sam Blackwood, but it's a gaggle of 3 now. Andre Martins is just trying to catch up as well. It's 6th, 7th, 8th, and if you throw Martins in, that's going to be 9th, coming around Spoon. And Bourne's a little bit slidey on the exit of Spoon. This might allow McGrath to come back and make a move. He is catching 0.2 of a second. I don't think it'll be enough to make a move into 130R. Oh, he looks like he wants to make it. He wants to make this move. He's going to make it. He touched it. That was netcode. That was netcode. Bourne goes around. That was netcode. I will tell you that right now. I can tell you that was definitely netcode from what I saw. And, oh, yeah. I could fit myself through that gap, and that's what the netcode was. And I'm not a thin man. I'm not a thin man, and I could fit through that gap. While you're looking at the replay, McGrath is holding off Martins. Martins goes onto the grass, takes the position. That's Hall, sorry. That's Hall taking the position from McGrath. When you were watching this replay, just onto the first corner.
I was
And-
wondering why you couldn't hear me. Microphone went like oof.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a good thing I was keeping watch everywhere else. But yeah, Paul overtakes McGrath going down into the first corner using the grass, and Martins is off. But that crash, like I said, I'm not a thin man. I could fit through that gap.
The patent pending Raidillon TV method of measuring gaps. One Craig unit.
Yeah. Throw in one Craig. That's your measurement. You know how they used to use horses for like
a horsepower?
No, they use broad, like something like that. Your hands with the measurement. I think that's what it was. But yeah, the new measurement, one Craig unit. Does that mean I have to not lose weight? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, you have to maintain an exact constant. You know those kilogram spheres that they use to like base the kilogram off of. We need to do it like that. So you need to hold the exact same weight perfectly. I know it'll be difficult, but you know, it's patent pending. You know, patent money is ching. You know, as we see, Erwin Woodstrap catching up to the rear end of Alessio Centones. They both pitted, actually twice, as a matter of fact. They need. Oh, that is meme livery. Sorry, that's meme livery.
I don't want to look at that. I just know it's Notley. I mean, Notley understanding the rules of the blue flag there, I think, because he was holding up this battle. Can the lead car be a bookmark? Well, it was, because Notley was there on the lead lap. Has Blackwood towed again, or has he just retired? He has
towed. He towed.
He's crashed again then? What?
No, it was that crash that he had. He just towed. He's been in the pits for 7 minutes.
Yeah, okay. It's just that he said he's still being on my screen. I apologize.
Leaders of GTEs are pitting as well now, so everybody's getting their drink. Jim Bourne's in the pits. No, what's going on?
I think that was that netcode issue he had with the accident. I'll have to check with that, but yeah, I think that issue with the netcode crash at 130R has caused him to get in the pits. Now, the gap in the lead of the GTEs has gone down. Kulik took an extra second and a half at the pits, it looks like. The gap was 3.5 seconds. It's now only 2. And Felinkny is now in P3 because he's not pitted yet. But Pinsker is closing Kulik right now. You've got the stats, though, because I know Pinsker was slower. But Kulik must have spent a lot more time in the pit because this gap has shrunk.
On that last lap, Kulik was faster. On the last lap that I got stats for, he was faster. But the gap, as he said, has actually started closing down. It was 3 seconds, and it is now 2 seconds. And we're looking to see how this shapes up on the final moments of the race. They've both pitted. Chris McGrath is in the pits again?
Oh no! What has happened to McGrath? I can't see anything. I did see it.
Oh, he had a spin. Oh no.
He had a spin.
Oh dear, that's unfortunate. And his engine blew.
Oh,
there goes his engine.
His engine blew. Wow. He's gone. Meanwhile, there was a battle between the battle at the back of the LMP2s. Lublov and June, in a battle. They've made 3 places up because of this. Lublov goes to the inside into the first corner. June's going to try and go around the outside. I don't think it's going to work. Don't think it's going to work. They're going to stay side by side though. Great battling between these two. Side by side, and June will get the inside line going into the snake, and Lublov's got nothing to do. Lublov just decides to yield, hold on to it, and now she's on the attack with that damage at the back of that car. It's a shame to see that damage still after what happened between her and Winstra as she tries to avoid the carnage in front of her. It looked like Martinsville on a NASCAR track. Everything concertina in that crash, and unfortunately that the price is paid because she's not the only LMP2 with damage like this, I've got to be honest.
No, a lot of LMP2s and a lot of MP1s are actually carrying damage. Santos, no! Santos! No, we've lost... No! I think he's lost connection.
He had? I don't know. I have no idea. No, that's not a connection loss. Something happened to Santos. Something has happened to Santos. Oh my God! There is no engine cover on the back of that car. What on earth has happened to Luciano Santos?
Oh my goodness gracious.
And he's already got damage there. I have no idea what's happened.
Let's have a look. What caused that insane amount of damage to happen upon that car?
But
What
please tell me,
happened?
put me out of my misery.
What happened? I'm trying to figure
smoke
out.
on the replay.
No, it's just I think it's Corb's having an incident, but he's fine. Still driving. What happened here? Coming up through 130R, the Doritos car there giving us company. What happened? Oh dear Jesus Christ!
Oh my word! And that much impact to take the rear back panel off? So, does anybody want the podium? Because now we've only got 3 cars on the lead lap. What? Now it's just Salmon, Lion, Notley on the lead lap. Please, can we not do Suzuka again? I'm not meant to be I'm not meant to be biased, but can we stop doing Suzuka? This is insane. We've lost too many people today. This is ridiculous. This needs a change.
Death has occurred.
I'm out of words. We've got 10 minutes remaining. You know, let's try and find a battle. How do we find a battle? How do we find a battle? Everybody is dying. And I say again, the GTEs aren't killing themselves. The GTEs are not killing prototypes. Prototype driving. You can hear me slapping my hands. I'm saying it. Please be respectful, because this is all we have seen today. And I'm meant to be impartial. But if I'm seeing so many crashes and it's caused by prototype drivers, something has to change. This is how many deaths have we seen today, Rob? How many deaths have we seen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've probably seen almost a dozen cars, and 3/4 of them are prototypes. And GTEs get caught in it. Forget Fidelity. He got kicked out from NIM. Eggert crashed himself. Seros crashed himself, but you got Steinmetz. He had issues. Chauvet had issues. You know, Bourne, McGrath. They've both been taken out by prototypes themselves. You know, Blackwood, Corbs, Droza, Jacobu. They've all been taken out. Like, this needs to change.
Correction. Jacobu did the taking out.
But again, it's a prototype that has caused an issue.
Yeah, I agree.
And I love these guys. A change has to be made. And it's either everybody just chill, it's an hour-long race, or everybody, let's just get rid of Suzuka. And that's my rant. That's my rant. You know what? I probably tipped over the line there, but that's my rant. Something has to change. Because the quality of this race, I'll just be brutally honest, not broadcast worthy. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, the changes everybody chill. I'd agree. I think everybody needs to understand. This should be this race right here should be the hallmark of this is not what we do. Oh no, this is not what we do. I mean, having good battles like this with Lubov and Martin June, that's good. But nobody wants to be taken out. Nobody wants to have their race ruined, and nobody wants to see this. I'm just joking.
What? Nobody wants to see a battle for a position? They want to see chaos? Come on! Adornik and Soto in a battle right now for P7. Adornik took the move. At the same time, you've got Bourne in the middle there. Bourne's got nowhere to go, but at the same time, he's not racing. So why does he need to go by? Why does he need to go in a hurry? And he makes the move. And then look at that, Alex Salmon just comes right by Soto. Almost got hitted there from Soto, with just how quickly he went by coming into Degnan 1.
This is lap 32 out of 37. This is the car number 11 of Tobias Ogrodnik chasing down Mayano. who himself is being chased down by Javier Soto. Car number 14 chasing the car number 11, who is chasing himself, the car number 34, as they go around Spoon. You can see Will Lyon just having a chill race. As they go by, Will Lyon probably trying to figure out what on earth happened. We've literally not talked about him. The Iron Brew car, we've literally not talked about him. He's not even said a word about him. And
let's have a word about him.
Oh yeah, let's have a word about him. Here's a word. That's
he's
it.
In P2.
Yeah, he's in P2. That's it.
There. That's it. He's made 4 places up. Like, okay. How many of those were overtakes on track? Probably Jakobu, and that's about it.
Technically, all of them.
It's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, but not on track. It's like Novak made 8 places up themselves. Okay, no offense to those drivers. How many of those places were made up on track from overtakes? You know?
I wouldn't be able to tell you, to be fair.
Exactly.
That's math. That's math, and math is hard right now.
Right. 6 minutes. Look, I apologise, people. We will try and keep up with some battles. Battle in the LMP2s, Martins and Marks close. When we say battles, we're looking for anything under a second or just close to it with slipstream battle, because at the front of the field, the gap is for the GTEs. Kulik Pinsker is 1.5 seconds. They've got, 4 laps left to do. Kulik might have to be on the defense shortly, but Pinsker did have a slower lap last time, so we'll wait and see. Will it be a Porsche or Ford? We'll wait and see. But elsewhere, again, not a lot going on.
Ooh, the lights are on now. The car lights are on.
Yeah, it is sunset though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. And looking pretty. Look at that. It's pretty. Patrick Marks has closed up the gap to Andre Martins to just under 0.4 of a second as to cross the line. He'll have the slipstream going all the way down. He'll hope that this LMP1 on his right hand side passes by. That is the OCM Sim Racing LMP1 of, I think that is Alex Salmons. It is indeed. Car number 9 making his way through traffic. Very nice and handy. Again, we've not talked about him much. He came up to first position, and then we didn't see him again.
Overtook Jam Cores right as they went to go around the GT traffic. Overtook Jan Korbs, took the lead. That's all we needed to say. We didn't even see the overtake because we were so busy looking elsewhere. And Martin's getting held up from Dean there, just not knowing which way to go, going to Degnal 1. Martins does get by and Marks bookmarked. So all of a sudden, Martins and Marks, we'll put that battle on hold because it's now Marks and Vandenberg. Well, once Will Lyon gets out of the way.
Will Lyon in the Iron Brew is charging down towards 200R, and he'll be behind a GT2. Oh dear. I said GT2.
This isn't Sunday. This isn't the Fanatec GT Challenge already on TV. At Okayama this week, a free track if anybody wants to try it. But nope, this is a LMP2.
Do it. Erwin Woodstruck in 6th position after his crash is only 1.8 seconds behind. Well, he actually lost time to Alessio Santones for 5th position. This will be good for him. I think he started last, as far as I'm aware. He did start last, so he's gained 4 places, so he's doing well for himself. He didn't have a front end at one point, but they grafted on a new one, put some duct tape, and said, "Off you go, you're grand now."
Yeah, can we just like have proper bolts on, so if you lose your front nose, they just put a new one on instead of like, boop, like that, please? Can we?
where they bend out the carbon fiber with, like, the DIY fix for like dents is to pour hot water and use like a toilet plunger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do to carbon fiber. Just continuously pour hot water onto it.
What was it? 2 weeks ago, we saw Alex Salmon flip, didn't we? Alex Salmon had a crash, got flipped and lost the back panel of the car. After a minute, they put the back panel on and the wing was bent. And I'm just there thinking, what? Hang on. No, you don't just replace a panel and then have a bent wing. It's a fresh panel. You put the panel on and it's got a clean wing. What?
Maybe they thought, you know. Oh, sorry, that's the car number 33. What happened? Oh no, it's a left car. Don't worry. It's a gaggle of 3 now, though. Andre Martins, Patrick Max, and Marcel Vandenberg are in a 3-way battle now, as they go down to 2 minutes remaining in this race. Ooh, doesn't happen. Oh no! What?
No, they've not taken Pinsker out, have they? Pinsker slid on his own, lost the back of the car, and that battle he had for the lead, gone. His chance at the lead is gone. 6 seconds now is the gap, but Nilsson's not involved at the moment. We're looking at Vandenberg and Marks and Martins just still battling, and I saw a Ford spin, and I thought, don't tell me he got taken out. Took himself out, unfortunately. Just too much of the Astro.
No, I think that was netcode.
No.
Yeah, I think that was netcode. That's very sharp. I'm tempted to say it was netcode because he just got jerked to the right. Well, the rear end was jerked to the right.
1 minute to go, by the way. Alex Salmon is coming under Degnall 2. There's a minute to go. Is he just going to start the final lap?
Just about, yeah.
This could be tight. Just is going to be tight. Yeah, he's just going to make it.
Vice is tight.
Thank you very much. Just coming around 200R into Spoon. So unless he has a spin, I'm starting to think if Will Lyon was the leader, this would be the final lap. That's how close I think it is. 32 seconds. So yeah, I think if Will Lyon was the leader, we'd be talking about the final lap right now. I'm curious to see how much time is left on the clock. Salmon can't slow down to take the checker flag though, because of that gap to Lyon. Seconds if he hits the Casio triangle. 17, 16. I'm really curious to see how close it's going to be right now. 10 seconds. Yeah, I was practically right. If Will Lyon was the lead car, this would have been the last lap. 7 seconds is left in the race, and Salmon takes the white flag. That is wow.
Close.
That's really close. Yeah.
Like the equivalent of like you know in those movies when they're like defusing a bomb. You know, it's like cut the red wire, and it's like 1 millimeter left on the clock. That was this. This is it.
Wow. Cut the red wire. I remember a film that had it done where it was like, oh yeah, we got it done with a second to spare, and then it started again. They started panicking. I miss films like that. The suspense. I think when you get to a film like that or a TV show that does that, you're basically just playing a game with yourself. What is the timer they'll use? Because 1 second is so cliche now. It's got to be like 2 seconds or something. But Sentones and Woonstra are still in this battle, by the way, for 4th and 5th. And Kasper Novak is right in front of them, only 3 seconds. So this could be an interesting battle to the end. The second gap between Sentones and Woonstra as they start their final lap. We'll keep an eye on that because I think Alex Salmon is coming down the back straight. He's only got a few corners left to go. He made 4 places up. He overtook Jan Korves right as they hit the traffic. And then he avoided, well, he basically avoided the end of the world. Let's call it like that. Comes around the final turn. Your winner for Suzuka is Alex Salmon, a.k.a. the only car not to be in a crash.
Well, what about the Lion? We haven't even talked about him. He's not...
Exactly. We haven't even talked about him.
Aaron Wood looking to close up the gap, though. We saw plenty of battles going on intermittently throughout the place. Patrick... Oh, dear Christ!
You okay there?
Oh, no! No! It's all gone wrong for Marcel Vandenberg. And that was the car 28 having to hold his brakes. Look at this.
Wow, that's all gone wrong. He's crabbing to finish. And wow. Oh, that was happening, by the way. Woonstra had the position and lost the position. He made the overtake. Come around the outside of Spoon and then lost it. I think he must have had a slowdown. No, he just... Yeah. Oh, he got turned. He got turned from Centones. Wow. Yeah.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. A gentle look at the facts.
I'm out of words.
He had the position and oh no, it doesn't.
And then whack, spun around. Well, this race has had everything, but racing. Don't even ask me for a drive of the day. Let's just go over the results.
Let's do that. Right, so the results are now there. So that is race winner is your boy. Where is my buttons? Uh-oh. Hang on. Where is my buttons? There we go. Perfect.
I worried for a moment there.
I was just like, where are my buttons gone? Alex Salmon taking the win today, the W. Him and Will Lyon, basically, as soon as the initial incident happened, professional. Yes, Phil, it was very professional. Himself and Will Lyon taking the first two positions with Notley behind. He's another person we didn't talk about at all. Matthew Notley. I didn't even mention his name past the initial introduction to the race when we went over the grid. That was literally the last time I spoke to him, or I spoke of his name. C. Novak a lap down, Centones a lap down, and Woostra a lap down in 6th position, and Banner McLuff was the last person to finish the race running in LMP1. Efkan Berkey in 1st position in the car number 1. Well done to you. And that is Arcadius Newman in 2nd, Karaka in 3rd, Pereira in 4th, Hull in 5th, Max in 6th, Martins in 7th, in 8th was Johnson, Berg in 9th, June in 10th, Lyubov in 11th, in 12th was Generetti, Nilsson in 13th, and unfortunately Jim Bourne, he had an incident and it put him into 14th. I think that was when was it him? No, it was Chris McGrath I was thinking of, but he also had an incident, so he's down in 14th. Kulik wins it for GTEs in GTE, with Penske behind. Oliver Dean, good consistent racing from him, puts him into 3rd position. Benzo in 4th, Titus in 5th, in 6th was Ogrodnik, Soto in 7th, Frigerio in 8th, I was about to say in Charvet, but in 9th was Charvet. Fuligny in 10th, Moyano in 11th, and that was Steinmetz in 12th. And we go over the casualties. Corbs, LF. No, Santos was not a disconnect. He was also a casualty. Chris McGrath, Eggert, Sam Blackwood, Drozda, Yakubu, Fideli, Circos were your casualties for today. So, Craig, what do we always say at the end of the streams?
I need a stiff drink. No, okay, honestly. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around. I apologize for the quality of the racing. I apologize for the words. That is not a true representation of the ILMS series, the iRacing LeMans series. If you'd like to see it properly, you can check out our VODs on our YouTube and our Twitch. Hit that subscribe button and follow button on both on the respective channels. We will be back tomorrow for the ERO grand finale at Spa. We will be back Saturday for the Fanatec GT Challenge. That is our upcoming races this weekend. But like I said, if you would like more, our YouTube page is here. Hit the subscribe button. Shout out to trackcams22.com once again. I love these blimp cameras, or these like far end chopper cameras. They're fantastic. Shout out again to Rob for the Instagram and the Twitter at Raidillon TV as well. And on Facebook, I think we've got as well now. We do have a Discord channel. Please hit the Discord channel. I know people are saying it's not representing ILMS. I am honest to God, this race has not represented the series very well. And I promise you, come back next week and we will show you what the ILMS series is like, because, oh, let's be honest, this ain't itchy. Rob will probably chill and do his little poor man, get the cap out and go, any spare change for me, sir? But I'm closing off by saying this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need.
Indeed it is, indeed it is. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Of course, if you have a few pennies to spare, there are links in the description to help us with that. You can also send super chats now, so hint hint.
Rob, I just realized, you know how I said we're going to be a good representation of ILMS next week?
Yeah.
Next week is Monza. I'm just out of here now.
Yeah. You're gonna have to live with it. It's on the internet. Once it's on the internet, it stays there forever. Well, thank you very much, guys, for joining in. As always, it has been a pleasure to broadcast. This has been Raidillon TV, the only corner you'll ever need, and we will see you guys on Sunday and tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the 6 hours of Spa. Don't forget about that, and do join us when we do that. And on Sunday will be the Fanatec GT Challenge, so join us there as well. Until then, guys, take care. Enjoy yourselves.